See, I told you Geraldine wasn't going to be here. Sometimes she doesn't get back from WMON till well past midnight.
Yeah, well, I can see why April wants me to keep her on the staff. She certainly works late hours.
Oh, she doesn't do that all the time. Sometimes she doesn't go in at all. She likes to vary her hours, but I think she really just likes to work when Nicole's doing the news.
You mean like tonight?
Yep.
Well, if I leave right now, I can just about catch news.
Wait a minute, you're not going home, are you?
Raven, it really was a pleasure seeing you tonight. An unexpected pleasure, but a pleasure nonetheless. I've got to go now.
You have to at least stay for a nightcap. Don't you owe me that?
Raven, do you really think that I owe you something? I mean, do I have to remind you in the manner in which I won the dubious honor of escorting you home this evening?
You tossed a coin and you won.
You tossed the coin, and as far as I'm concerned, you won.
Mr. Whitney, you are no gentleman.
You know, Raven, my father used to say an awful lot of pompous-sounding things, but one thing he said made an awful lot of sense. That a man is not required to be a gentleman except in the presence of a lady.
You big creep.
Raven, you know very well that you contrived this meeting tonight. You managed to get yourself into the dinner that I was having with Ian. You didn't even tell me about it.
How do you know Ian didn't invite me himself?
Because what I do know of you tells me something entirely different. You can be very dazzling to men, at least at first.
Well, at least you can say something nice. Now you can have a drink.
Raven, I've got an early start tomorrow. I've got to get to the TV station. I'm starting my new business tomorrow.
That's right. It's your first official day as head of WMON.
Not official yet. I wish it was.
Well, we'll make it official. Here, let's have a toast. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Okay, I've got to go now. As I told you, I had an early dinner tonight, so I get an early start in the morning.
You don't understand. I'm afraid to be alone.
What do you mean you're afraid to be alone?
You know what happened to me? I was kidnapped.
Raven, I'm sure that you're in no danger now.
Those people are still on the loose. They haven't been caught yet.
They're probably out of the country by now.
Mike Carr and Derek Mallory said that they were desperate. They would have done anything to get that diary.
Diary? Yeah, the diary that Spencer gave you that I never should have in the first place.
Don't you understand? They might come back and try to kidnap me again, please. Please, will you just wait here until Geraldine gets back, please?
All right, Raven. I'm sure that you're in no danger, but I'll stay around for a while.
Good. I'll get you another drink.
I gave you tonight. Nora, have you tried them all out yet?
Oh, of course. Now, why should I try them out? I just took your word for it.
No, Nora. You're much more efficient than that. You had to find out for yourself which doors you could open, including mine.
Well, I didn't even know your room had a key.
But you found out tonight, didn't you, when you went inside?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Give me those keys.
What?
Now! Should have known better than to leave my key on this ring.
I need a complete set of keys. What if there's a fire or a water leak or something?
Oh, no, Nora. I'm not giving you another chance to just walk into my room. The next time you're going to have to break the door down.
I resent this. How dare you accuse me of...
Do you deny that you were in my room?
Well, no, I was there. I was in a lot of rooms. I was just checking on things.
Like the drawers of my bureau.
I never touched them.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe I closed one if it was open or something like that.
No, Nora. You opened the ones that were closed. Didn't you think I would notice? You see, Nora, I'm a funny type of guy who likes everything arranged just so. The shirt's here, the socks over here, and you didn't put them back right. Now, I'll have that letter.
What letter? All right. You can't blame a person for being a little curious.
Oh, I see. It's my fault for putting temptation in your way.
I just couldn't believe my eyes. You and Mrs. Bowie?
Mr. Bowie is dead.
Don't give me that. She wrote you that letter when he was still alive.
You realize I could have you fired for this?
You can't fire me.
You are Mr. Whitney's housekeeper now. You have access to his private papers. If I told him this, do you think he would want you around anymore?
Please, Spencer, don't do that. You don't understand.
I have always understood you, Nora.
I swear I'll never do anything like it again. I just couldn't control myself. I saw the letter. I saw who it was from. Well, I'm human, all right? And obviously you're more human than I thought you were.
I knew Camilla before she met Bowie. She's in France, on the Riviera.
Did she know that you were just the butler?
I was on Bowie's yacht. She thought I was the captain.
Well, I always thought you looked more the yachtman than Bowie did.
I even introduced them. Shows you how stupid I was 5 years ago. But I'm a lot smarter now, Nora. Get the hell out of here.
This is all I could find.
Raven, I told you you didn't have to bother.
Here, how's your drink?
My drink is fine. You put enough scotch in there the first time for the defensive line for a professional football team.
You always liked a big drink.
No, that wasn't me. That was the other one.
That's right. Sometimes when I look at you, I really get spooked. And I don't even know what to call the man I married.
You can't even name... How about thief? Maybe even traitor.
Do you think that's really possible?
I don't know. After what you told me about this Mr. Foley business, I think just about anything is possible.
I just don't believe it. I don't know why you would do such a thing. You just wanted to take your place.
No, you've got it wrong. All this Washington business happened before he met me. He didn't get the idea of impersonating me, Jeff didn't, until we were in St. Moritz.
You know, they said something about stolen documents. Do you think he really stole them?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You were his friend. Didn't he say anything to you?
Raven, if you had stolen secret government documents, would you go talking about it?
Guess not.
He was always secretive. But I just assumed that they were rendezvous, that he was having clandestine love affairs with people.
No, I don't believe it. Ordinary people don't commit espionage.
What makes you say there's anything ordinary about Jeff Brown?
You're right. I don't see ordinary people. All my men are very special.
Hey, look at that. It's after 11 o'clock. Isn't that time for the 11 o'clock news now on WON?
So what?
Well, Raven, since I'm going to be the new owner of the station, don't you think I should at least watch the programs on it?
With only a month of campaigning left, Mayor Jeffries has intensified his efforts to meet with those civic groups who have been most vocal about what they consider to be his failures. That includes such areas as mass transit, aid to the elderly, the school lunch program, and hospital aid.
I don't have a penny. Will a quarter do?
No. My thought isn't worth that much.
Oh, good. Maybe you can get 2 for a quarter. How about it?
All right. My first thought was how nice it is to be home.
Be it ever so humble.
Well, it wouldn't make any difference if it was humble. What makes it home for me is you and Nicole. But it is nice to live on top of this city, I'll tell you. I always used to think that romance meant faraway places, you know? Maybe that's why I was so intrigued with this whole Eden thing.
You know, to the people of Eden, Monticello is one of those faraway places.
That's true. That's very true. I bet if a girl my age from Eden stood up here right now and looked out at the lights of this city, she would think that it was one of the most romantic places in the world.
Well, you see, distance lends enchantment. But the trick in this life is to find enchantment close at hand. Oh, the old philosopher has spoken.
Oh! Old? You're not old. You're... Besides, you're always so right, it makes me sick.
Oh, I'm not always right. Oh, I've been known to be wrong.
Oh, No, not
Yes?
you.
Well,
no.
yes.
Hard
Well,
to
a few
believe.
times.
Well, I'll tell you. I would rather be me than a princess.
Who says you're not both? Listen, I just thought of something. I was rooked. I was supposed to get 2 thoughts for this quarter. What's the second one?
Well, the second is not that pleasant.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, I was thinking about my new job. I'm starting back at the Penny Playhouse next week.
You're not nervous about that, are you?
No, I'm looking forward to it. The only thing is well, there's been this rumor at the studio that the station is going to be sold.
Well, I might as well confirm the rumor for you. Nicole and I didn't want to tell you until it was a sure thing, but yes, April has decided she doesn't want to be the absentee owner of WMON anymore. She's sold it to Sky Whitney.
That's what I heard. It bothers me. I mean, I still remember what it was like working for him at the dance company.
Wait a minute. This is not the same man. It's a completely different man. Just that was wearing this man's face.
Right, but wasn't he also wearing his personality? I mean, from what I hear, this guy is just as much of a, well, as arrogant as the first, maybe even more.
I don't know him well enough to know whether that's true or not. Why are you so worried about it? Well, I mean, Geraldine will still be your boss. She's going to stay on as station manager.
But he'll be the owner, and if he decides for some reason he doesn't like the Penny Playhouse,
why
then
would he do that? It's a #1 kids show in the whole area.
Well, maybe he won't like the hostess.
Are you kidding? How could he not like a princess?
Well, that was a downbeat half hour, wasn't it?
Well, my dear, it isn't your fault. When the news is all bad, it is bad.
Yeah, we really could have used a little gossip to lighten the mood. Maybe we should consider a regular feature of some kind. Anything lighthearted.
Now, I gave you your chance. I gave you that little item about Raven dining with 2 eligible bachelors.
I bet you're really curious to know how that turned out.
Well, I don't want to know.
Oh, I think something's just come in. Should I check on it?
No doubt it's more bad news, but go ahead.
Good night, Mrs. Saxon.
Good night, Eddie.
An accident report.
What is it?
An accident report.
Oh, well, I knew that.
Oh, but Geraldine, this is no ordinary report. Look.
And you're absolutely sure about the name, right?
Yeah. Sort of scorched up, but you'll make it up for yourself.
George Foley. Chief, you got here awfully fast.
Holy cow. Yeah, I almost cracked up my own car getting here. I heard Foley was involved.
Yeah, he's involved in a lot of heavy metal right now. Dead outright, both he and the woman.
Don't we ever get any breaks? How'd this all happen, you know?
A officer spotted the car parked in front of an all-night diner.
How can you have done that? We didn't have a make on this car.
No, well, he didn't know it belonged to a wanted criminal. He just saw a woman waiting in front for the driver to come out. He spotted a broken taillight and was going to tell him to get it fixed. He wasn't even going to give him a ticket.
Chief, will you move over there a little, please?
Sure. All right. Look, did he actually talk to Foley?
No. As soon as Foley saw the uniform, he jumped in the car and took off with his foot on the floor.
Huh. Fool.
Anyway, the officer got on the horn. By the time he hit the highway, there was a trooper on him. That broken taillight made him easy to spot.
This is how the whole thing ended up?
Yep. Tried to outrun him. Lost control making a turn, and here we are.
How are the bodies? Identifiable?
Oh, identifiable. I identified Foley by the composite. The woman I wasn't sure about, but I'm sure she's going to turn out to be Yvonne Foley.
Any personal artifacts? You got anything on?
Yeah, I got his wallet.
Great. Oh, wait, this is still that fake CEA card. That's not bad. Not that I know what these things are supposed to look like, but this looks official.
You know, they certainly went through a whole lot of trouble for this, whatever this is.
Yeah, you're right. This was a lot of work. This wasn't a song and dance. They were really going after what they wanted. I just wish I knew what it was they wanted.
It doesn't take much brain power to figure that out. It's one of those run-of-the-mill cloak and dagger secret government type things, right?
Well, we're not getting more out of Foley. This Lee just went up in smoke.
Well, it's after midnight, Raven. I'm going to have to go now.
No, Geraldine will be home any minute.
Now, Raven, I've had my nightcap. All you have to do is lock the door, put the chain on, and you...
Wait, I just want to ask you one little question.
Okay. One little question.
Okay. Do you hate me?
No, I don't hate you.
I mean, really. You must think I'm shameless.
I do. It's your best quality.
Come on, be serious.
I am. You're so shamelessly obvious, it's a relief. There are far too many subtle people in this world. It's a joy to meet someone who is not subtle at all.
I'm not sure if I should take that as an insult.
You shouldn't. It's an admirable quality.
To be obvious, it means you know what I'm thinking.
No, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what to expect from you next. The only thing I know is that you're going to be direct and outrageous.
And you like your women meek and mild, like Valerie Bryson.
There's nothing meek about Val. You wouldn't say it if you knew her.
I don't want to know her, thank you.
Well, and thank you for the nightcap. I really have got to go now.
Wait, just a minute. Hello?
Raven, it's Geraldine.
Oh, hello. I expected you to be back by now.
Well, so did I, but something's come up. A very important news story. Nicole is going out to the scene to cover it, and I'm going with her.
Oh, that's perfectly all right. Do me a favor. Call me back in a minute.
What did you say?
Call me back in a minute.
Is everything all right?
No, it's horrible. Geraldine just called to say that she's got to go off with Nicole to some news story.
Oh, so she's not going to be coming back, huh? Well, conscientious of her.
No, it's depressing. It means I'm going to be alone here in this hotel for hours.
Raven, you're in a huge hotel. I'm sure that it's perfectly
I know
safe.
it's a huge hotel. That means anyone can just walk in and walk all over the place.
Raven, just lock the door, put the chain on, don't let anybody...
If someone wants to get in, they'll get in. Hello?
Well, I'm calling. Now, will you please tell me why?
Who is this? Will you say something?
For heaven's sake.
Look, I know who this is, Mr. Foley.
What's that all about?
I answered the phone and no one was talking. It was just breathing.
Oh, one of those calls. Well, that's not such a big deal.
No, it's terrible. I know who it is. It's Foley. He wanted to know if I was here. It's the guy that kidnapped and drugged me.
Then call police.
I can't call the police. I don't want the police to come, please. Please, will you just wait here until Geraldine comes, please, please?
You'd have to take not just one, but 2 regular strength Tylenol to get the pain relief you get from just 1 Advil. And doctors trust.
Not always.
Raven? Raven, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just wanted to come in here and slip into something a little warmer.